Today we're taking a closer look at some of the statistically strongest Pokemon in the game, purely based on their offensive attack and special attack stat and the number that is in front of that stat. We'll be not taking into consideration any damage boosting abilities or effects like huge power, and we'll be focusing on Smogon competitive singles, but we are excluding Pokemon that are banned to the Ubersteer, so only Pokemon that are allowed in standard play, based on their last generation. So let's get into that. The first Pokemon on this list is Mega Heracross, which boasts a ridiculously high attack stat of 185. The second highest attack stat of all time, just behind Mega Mewtwo X. This Pokemon hasn't been available since Generation 7, so we'll be judging its performance based on Gen 7 OU. Surprisingly, despite its raw power, Mega Heracross was not even OU by usage. It is ranked B- on the viability rankings. On paper, that might seem odd. After all, it's one of the most powerful wall breakers in the tier, even of all time. In addition to its monstrous base attack, Mega Heracross has access to Sword Stance to boost this even further. It also benefits from the ability Skill Link, an ability that guarantees it multi-hit moves will always hit the maximum number of times. That allows it to use moves like Pin Missile, Rock Blast and Bullet Seed, each reaching a max base power of 125. Add step close combat to that mix, you've got an extremely dangerous wall breaker. It also has a unique defensive typing in bug fighting, plus decent bulk, which lets it check several top tier offensive threats. But that typing is a double-edged sword, as it leaves Heracross weak to many common typings like Fairy, Flying and Fire. Its speed stat is also quite poor, which makes it easy to revenge kill with faster threats that can hit it super effectively. It also somewhat prediction reliant, especially after using close combat, since the defense drops can force it out quite quickly. And while it does have strong moves, its step combination often overlaps in resistances, making its coverage a bit redundant in certain matchups. Naturally, Mega Heracross also struggles against more offensive teams, making it almost a useless pick in those matchups. Next up is Kartana, with an incredible attack stat of 181. Unlike some other high attack Pokemon, Kartana has seen consistent success in competitive play. It was even a bit controversial in Gen 7 due to how strong it was with Z-moves, and it remained a top tier threat in Gen 8 OU, where it is ranked A+ on the viability rankings. Kartana's overall stat distribution is kind of ridiculous. Not only does it have insane attack, but it also boasts high speed and an unusually strong defensive stat. The combination, along with Beast Boost, makes it one of the most dangerous snowballing wall breakers in the game. Beast Boost typically raises its attack after every KO, but in certain setups it can even boost its speed instead, but we will get to that in a second. Kartana has excellent versatility running sets like Sword Stance, Choice Band and Choice Scarf, making it a deadly wall breaker, revenge killer or late game cleaner. Across these sets, it typically runs Stab Leaf Blade as its main move, Knockoff for coverage and utility, Sacred Sword to deal with steel types, and Smart Strike for an additional stab on choice sets. After a Sword Stance, it can be incredibly hard to switch in safely. Sword Stances often use protective pads to avoid contact based drawbacks like static, iron barbs or rocky helmet. In rare cases, these sets may even invest in HP over attack and lower their attack IVs to make Beast Boost increase speed instead of attack. While that can be intriguing, it does come at the cost of significant damage output, often requiring Kartana to set up another Sword Stance just to hit the same benchmarks. The Choice Scarf set provides excellent speed control, turning Kartana into a powerful revenge killer and cleaner, while Choice Band sets give it absurd immediate breaking power, making it a huge threat right off the gate. But Kartana is not without its flaws. Its special bulk is paper thin, get it? No? Origami? No. Meaning it struggles to find safe opportunities to set up without proper pivot support. While Sword Stance sets are strong, they can be risky due to Kartana's fragility. Choice sets, on the other hand, are more vulnerable to the contact effects without protective pads. On top of that, its offensive typing is not ideal, grass and steel can be a bit underwhelming together, and its strongest steps are not particularly strong either, so flying and steel types can often check it. And of course, non-scarf sets are easily revenge killed by faster threats. Still, despite these issues, Kartana remains one of the most potent roll breakers in OU, largely thanks to that insane attack stat. Kartana is actually one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Gen 8 OU, especially the Choice Scarf set. There's just something really satisfying about setting up that perfect endgame scenario where Kartana can just sweep through the enemy team, and when you time it right, it feels very rewarding. The next Pokemon on the list is a special attacker, Mega Alakazam. It stands out thanks to its incredible 175 special attack, making it the strongest special attacker in Gen 7 OU. On top of that, it also has a ridiculous 150 base speed, making it not only the hardest hitting special attacker, but also the fastest Pokemon in the tier. Despite these unmatched stats, Mega Alakazam is ranked A- on the viability rankings, which might seem a little low when you look at it on paper. It even has incredible coverage options like Focus Blast for steel types and dark types, Shadow Ball for other psychic types, and Energy Ball to handle bulky water and ground types alongside Step Psychic. It also has solid utility options like Encore, Taunt and Knockoff, and can even run Calm Mind for setup sets. Mega Alakazam also benefits from strong abilities, Magic Guard before Mega Evolving, which lets it ignore all passive chip damage from hazards, status and weather, and Trace after Mega Evolving, which can copy a wide range of useful abilities. For example, it can copy Flash Fire to block Heat Trance fire moves, Regenerator to stay healthy, or Swift Swim and Sand Rush to outspeed threats under weather. That said, Mega Alakazam's biggest weakness is its bulk and defensive typing. It's extremely frail, especially on the physical side, which makes it hard to bring in safely without pivot support. Despite its speed, it's still vulnerable to priority moves like Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch, especially after taking chip damage. It also struggles against common Choice Scarf users, especially Landers Therian in particular, as it can freely U-turn out against it and keep up that pressure. However, Mega Alakazam is still a threat you have to watch out for with those incredible stats. And there you have it. These are some of the strongest Pokemon in competitive Pokemon and how they perform with those incredible stats. Let me know what you think in the comments about these Pokemon, and if you think I should make a follow-up with more very strong Pokemon, let me know by leaving a comment and a like on this video. If this does well, I will make a follow-up. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're new. If you want to support the channel even more, you can become a member for just $1, and your name will be featured in the end screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.